Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about what if Madara was the second Hokage. Now, as we know, Madara was in line to be the first Hokage. Hashirama actually wanted Madara to be the first Hokage, but popular decision, popular vote, and technically Hashirama did win the war. Hashirama got to be the first Hokage. Now, as we know, Madara was going to be the second Hokage, but since the Uchiha didn't like him, the Senju didn't like him, no, Tobirama didn't like him. No one backed him as Hokage. He had more strength than he needed. He wasn't chosen as the second Hokage as he should be. But Hashirama did want to instill in him rather to be the first or second Hokage after. Now, otherwise, we see this. If Hashirama does elect to put Madara in the second Hokage position, despite the tellings of Tobirama and the people of the Leaf, Madara would kill almost everybody. As we know, Madara is one that enforces his skill, his will, and his talent, and of course, of everything. Unlike Hashirama, who wants to bring peace to all nations, of course, to his example, he gave away a tailed beast to every single nation. Madara says, I need that back immediately. As well as probably wouldn't run into the same issues as Tobirama did as when he was Hokage. Of course, Tobirama, we know, did go to a Kage summit trying to gain peace with all of the lands, basically the land of mist, land of the cloud, everybody except when Kinkaku and Jinkaku went in to intercept or went in to kill Tobirama to stop this whole alliance happening. They not doing that with Madara. Madara is still a critically acclaimed and still a big person in the ninja world. They would know his level of feats, and they would know that the only person to beat him or kill or stop him at any level was Hashirama. So if Kinkaku and Jinkaku pull out to Hashirama, they're dying. That's for real. He's the only one without an escort unit. Madara would not need an escort unit. He would shame that. That's 2. 3, he would not garner any alliances. He doesn't want any alliances. He would tell all the lands with the alliances. He would be like, if you don't like it, do something about it. And in this situation, this ends up basically all the clans jumping Konoha. In turn, this probably speeds up a lot more great ninja wars and speeds up a lot more destruction to the Leaf. Now, is the Leaf still well protected under Madara? Yes, and I don't think they would try the Leaf under when Madara is ruling. Madara's implications are complications to what he does for the Leaf in turn of authoritarian rulership and basically bringing peace, maybe bring peace and less prejudice to the Uchiha between the Uchiha and the rest of the Leaf, because the Uchiha would be integrated into the Leaf way better under Madara's rule than Tobirama's rule, as now everyone would see an Uchiha in power and be like, man, we should stop hating them for real. And that's Madara. As well as the Leaf would see great peace and great flourishment under Madara's rule, just because no one would try Madara. Madara is wanting to subjugate mostly everyone. Now, unlike some people, unlike some things I see online, he would go around invading nations. No. Madara was never about that. He always loved the Leaf. He wanted to protect the Leaf as it was the dream of him and Hashirama. Now, in this case, if Madara is the second Hokage, Hashirama is most likely dead in this scenario, so making him wanting to protect the Leaf even more. The only reason he left the Leaf, because 1, he got manipulated, 2, no one liked him. So he had no reason to stick around, but he didn't want anyone to destroy the Leaf except by his own hands to achieve his dream. And in terms of that, Madara would just try to subjugate people. He wouldn't make the Leaf as big as Hashirama did. For example, Hashirama brought in the Uzumaki into the Leaf via his marriage with Mito Uzumaki. If Madara was able to gain a family and to bring in the Uzumaki families into the Leaf, they're not getting massacred. No one gets massacred under the Leaf. You will see more smaller clans around the Nation of Fire join in to Konoha because they would see Madara's great power and Madara's lead in the great prosperation of Konoha, and seeing less and less violence because no one wants to try Madara. So actually, I retract my statement. Konoha would be way bigger. Now, all the Konoha problems would happen after Madara's death. They would try to jump the leaf. Now, in this scenario, Tobirama would become the third Hokage, so just delaying the Hokages. Tobirama would become third Hokage, and Tobirama would be more than strong enough to protect the Hokages. It's just all the nations would jump Konoha. But are his underlying Konoha is maybe stronger under Tobirama being the third Hokage within the Uzumakis, the Uchihas, the Hyugas, mostly all the clans that was adopted by Madara to basically be in the breaks off of every nation. The Uchihas wouldn't get hate, so the Uchihas would be more prone to help. The Uzumakis wouldn't be massacred because one, Madara didn't let that happen under his rule, and Tobirama most likely would make sure that it doesn't happen under his rule. Unlike, we don't know what happened or under whose Hokage rule the Uzumaki's massacre happened. So we don't even know when that happened, but it wouldn't have happened under Madara or Tobirama's rule, at least in this scenario. In terms of that, they watched, but they would be in consistent state of war. So the warring states period would happen more and more and more, just because Madara subjugates doesn't align. He wants everyone below Konoha and wants to know, hey, please, I'm finna put you in the dirt. Don't fight me for real. Don't fight me for real. But in terms of this does change the story in a big major way. There's no Obito, so basically Obito would die in that rock slide, and Kakashi would still remain the same. There is no, most likely, Ren being kidnapped, so Ren wouldn't have been kidnapped. And Black Zetsu still tries to find a way to manipulate Sasuke if Sasuke and Naruto are still born, but there's no reason to manipulate Sasuke or not. There's no way to manipulate Sasuke or Naruto, just because technically Hashirama indirectly stopped the cycle of hatred, making Madara Hokage and making the Uchiha more respected in the leaf. So Sasuke has no reason to hate, and Naruto has no reason, and Sasuke would have no reason to leave the village, as the Uchiha would be flourishing in that type of environment, and Naruto himself would just be Naruto, but with parents. So that basically just happens. There's just no Obito story, and there's no major villains. Now you could still say that Orochimaru is probably the main antagonist of the Naruto story now. Unlike it'd be Madara, Black Zetsu, Tobi, there would be more of Orochimaru and Black Zetsu story of how they could bring great calamity within Konoha. And within that, if Minato's still alive, he's probably folding Orochimaru. Let's be for real. But in that scenario, that probably speeds up the Fourth Great Ninja War, with it happening way sooner in Shippuden. But now you would have the Leaf mostly at full strength, except Orochimaru. Now they would still have to deal with the Akatsuki, except for the fact of Itachi defecting, and that's so. But with Minato still alive, he folds most of the Akatsuki. So the villains would stay the same. Orochimaru would be the main antagonist, along with the Akatsuki, and probably speeds up the Fourth Great Ninja War, unlike Obito or Tobi or Kabuto. Kabuto and Orochimaru still jumpstart the Great Ninja War, but would be sped up and mostly washed halfway through. The Fourth Great Ninja War just happens in the story, in the Naruto timeline. Is just more sped up, because now Madara would be on the Leaf side, Hashirama would be on the Leaf side, Tobirama, Hiruzen, Minato, and Minato would most likely still be living in this timeline because Obito just isn't alive. And within that, and if Kabuto tries, or if Orochimaru tries to bring back Hashirama and Madara in this scenario, and they break free of the Edo Tensei, they washing you. They wash in the Fourth Great Ninja War with ease, seals everyone, and that ends the story of Naruto, making Naruto not really a big major character. And of course you could give him Naruto still of course passes, but with Madara in charge, he brings peace and prosperity, just under a more strict rule and a subjugative rule rather than a love peaceful rule. Because best believe he taking them tail beasts back. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Also, what is interesting about the Madara rule is that you most likely don't have a second grade ninja war. You'll have a third grade. No. You have much more great ninja wars because the nation still hate Konoha, just wouldn't try Konoha, except with assassination techniques. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.